All right. So morning again. So good to see everybody on the call right now. Got Renee, Jaheem, and Rashika. So morning. So let's get it on. Let's get it on. So guys, we know Rashika, what's up? Good morning. Can't hear you. Unmute your mic. Um, keep it at 50. All right, so morning again. So what we'll be looking at today, you guys able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So great stuff. So um, what we're going to be touching base on today, remember that we said we're going to touch base on, which is yesterday, we're going to touch base on the MT4. I would hope that everybody download the MT4 by now on the computer. We're going to be looking at trading view as well. And what is that all about? So basically here with the MT4, this is where you're actually going to do your analysis and so on, and actually enter your trades and so on with your MT4. All right. Normally I do my analysis and my entries with my MT4. Okay. But I also want to show you that you can use your trading view as an option as well to do your thing. Okay. And when I say do your thing, meaning to do your analysis, and you can actually use it as well. Join with different brokers and actually trade through different brokers that is connected to the TradingView platform. But I like to use my broker, and they gave me the options here to have my MT4 on my PC. And my broker is LQDFX. So I use these guys because they're reliable and they're very strict and they actually works. All right, so so this is your MT4 here. And you can see your navigations over here. These are all your navigations. We're gonna get through this sometime to come, but also you're gonna see your currency pairs over here as well, and your different icons here, your timelines, and so on. Now, I help you to set up your MT4 individually because it can take some time, depending on how you want to set up your MT4. But we run through that. And I want to show you your trading view. So I'm going to stop share this real quick. And this is your trading view. You guys see my screen of trading view?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Great stuff. So I want you guys to point to note this. You may want to write this down. So each of you guys have the opportunity. You can get your own trading view platform. It's totally free. There's a version of it. You can go www.tradingview.com. Okay, www.tradingview.com. Now, once you go on tradingview.com, you have different currency pairs that you can actually trade and do your analysis on. Basically, I personally, when I'm trading, I used to have like 3 to 4 currency pairs that I like, and I trade those currency pairs. Okay, some of the currency pairs that I trade more like US versus Japanese yen, Great British Pound versus US, and a Canadian versus the US. So those are some of the currency pairs that I like. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to trade too much currency pairs and you're not able to study all of them. So you're gonna find a few currency pairs that you like and you can stick with it and learn the markets about those currency. Okay. Next thing I want to do is that this is here, you have different icons here as well. So if you look at it, you will see your crosshair here. You can click on it. It gives you different icons and so on, for the cross, the dots, the arrows, the erasers. If you go here, you see the trend lines, the info line, the rays and the arrows, the cross lines vertically, horizontally. This icon give you all of that. So basically, you have this small little icon right here that gives you the different analysis tool that you need. Okay, and I would suggest you guys go through it and try to get a hang of it yourself as well. You will need to practice pretty much, and you can go in there and get your pitchfork. It is known as, and your different styles of pitchforks. Okay, here basically deals with the different shapes and so on. So if you want the brushes, your rectangles, the ellipse, the triangles, and so on, you can. Okay, and you will need this basically if you want to do your analysis with different styles and shapes. Very much. If you want text, you can go here where that T is, click a little arrow, and you'll get a different type of text, how you want to text them. If you want to put a note, if you want to put a arch, if you want to put a balloon, so on. Okay, you can label things basically. Here allows you to actually zoom in. Rulers, you can measure. So you can measure from one area to the next, you can. If you want to measure from year to year, you can. That's what I'm saying. So basically, it's for you guys to go through that. All right, I'm touching on it. I'm telling you guys that it does exist, and you guys have your responsibility now to go through the lesson yourself and to ensure that whatever you don't understand, you can reach out back to me. Here is your hours. Basically, if you want to do your different time frames, you can. So you have your minute, your 5 minutes, your 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5, 15, 30, 45. And it goes down. Just like the MT4 as relates to the hour, 2 hour, 3, 4, daily, weekly, monthly. All this is inside here as well. So basically, and you have others, the candles and so on. So this is a good tool for you to actually use when you want to do your analysis. All right, very important. So what I want to also do now, I want to touch base on some of the terminologies that they use within the Forex market. And the reason why I'm touching on this, because you're gonna hear these terminologies, and I don't want you're like, what does that mean? You know, I don't understand. So I'm gonna give you some of the most common one that I use in lingos or slangs within the Forex market. And I'll send you some more information on different slangs and terms I use in the Forex market for you guys to understand. Now, so I'm gonna stop share the screen real quick. And do remember that we're on tomorrow, Sunday. Tomorrow, we're on tomorrow. So you guys may wanna jump on tomorrow as well. So I'm gonna go back to the MT4 right now. All right, so you guys are with me? You're seeing back my MT4
Yes.
screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, great stuff. So what I want to touch base on is some terms that you use in the market, right? Very important. And I wanted to shift a bit and get you guys going. Now, I want to, let me see if I can. No, I'm not taking any calls during my class. All right, so this chart right here is Friday. I entered the trade, and this is US versus USD, USD. So USD versus JPY. So what I want to use is some of the terms that you use, and you're gonna see that jumping out. So when you hear the term long, long, it means that we're going in for a buy. So longs means bearish, bullish, my bad, bullish. So when you hear about long, bullish. When you hear about short, bearish, okay? So I want you guys to hear those terms. You will hear it when they say they're going long. It means that the market is going up, bullish. When you hear short, the market is going on a downtrend, known as bearish or short, right? So sometimes they don't say bullish nor bearish. They normally say long or short. They have a tendency to do that as well. So I want you guys to be mindful of that, okay? Also, you're gonna be looking at what are pips. So I want to touch base on that as well. What are pips? Basically, anybody know what are pips? Anybody know what pips is? No?
Pips.
Yes. You ever heard that term yet before?
Yes, I have. That is the smallest amount by which a currency can change.
Uh, yeah, but you want to use a word inside of it, a keyword inside of explaining pips. You may want to write this down. Write this down. I'm going to give you a definition for pips, right? Write this down. PIPS, pips. And then what you want to do is the percentage in point. Percentage in point. And it's also saying to you that is basically the smallest movement in price.
Okay.
So it's the smallest movement in price. So if I was to go here on a lower time frame of a 1 minute, all these candles here is a minute, but it's smallest movement in price. So price itself can be bullish, going up, meaning long, or bearish, going down, which is short. Got that?
Yes.
Sure? I'm gonna say it one more time. So price, so pips is a percentage in point. Now the point in question at any time would be the market. Now price drives the market, and we're gonna look right here. So if I was want to look here, I can look at anything, for example. If I want to look at this candle right here, all this candle right here, that is 11 pips.
Okay.
See it? So that's the point in question. So it is the price, and it is also the percentage in the point. And this is the point. This candle is the point that we're talking about. So it's the smallest movement. For example, right here, you see how small this is? You see it?
Yes.
That's it. But this is still a movement in the market. It's not significant, but it's still considered to be a movement in the market. Let's go here. Look at here. Look at this little one right here. It's still a movement in the market. So they all move. Either they're moving up, down, sideways, they're all moving. So once it's moving, it is a pip. And how much pip it is determine how big it gets or how small it gets. Understand?
Yes.
So pip is a percentage in point of basically the movement in price that determines whether the market is going into a sell or buy state. So you guys can watch the recordings of this video again if you don't get the idea of what I'm saying. But you can watch the recording what I just said a while ago. Okay. All right. So we want to know, look at the next term that commonly used as well. We're going to talk about as it relates to leverage. You may hear that term already, leverage. What does leverage means? What are they talking about when they talk about leverage?
Yeah.
May want to write this down. So, morning, Susan. All right. So mute your mic, please. So I want to write this down. Leverage. What is leverage? So, for example, you know, when people talk about the stock market in particular, the stock market is how much shares you own or bonds or so on. Now, within the Forex market is a different situation. So the simplest way for me to explain it to you is that you could actually look at it this way. It's not the amount of money that you have on a trade, but rather it is how much money is in your account to facilitate the trade and to keep the trade going, to ride the wave. So basically, leverage has to do with your balance of your account, not how much you have on a trade itself. And I'll send you some videos on leverage as well. Also, I want you guys to, you will see leverage playing out as well in every sense of the market. And you will also see how the hedge funds, the banks, the brokers, and retailers actually operates within the markets. And most times, the banks or the hedge funds stamp out the small retail traders, which you and I are, is because they have more money, basically. They have more money, so they can actually direct the market, so to speak. So that's in itself. So money runs the market, how much money you have to actually keep your trade going as well. Okay. So risk management, market structure, support and resistance. We're gonna touch on that. And then you're gonna actually learn some more about price and so on. Now, also I wanna touch base on today is price channel. What is price channel? Price channel. All right, so look right here, for example. When you see a channel, what comes to mind is a trend. So if you're going to look at a chart, let's use this icon right here. That right there, here, this right here is a channel. And this would known as a bullish channel, or otherwise known as what? What is
Long
it?
channel.
Right, it's going up. So all of that right here is a channel. You see that? And if you want to change it around, now you see here, you see this going down, see that?
Yeah, we can see.
So all of this right here is known as what now? It's going down.
short channel or a bearish channel.
Good. So once you start to look at this, bearish, and bearish is red. Bearish, sell. Bullish, buy. You may want to write that down. Bullish, buy. Bearish, sell. We're going to touch a lot on this as it relates to support and resistance and market structure. So let's buy. So basically, you will see how the market moves. Now, one other thing is that when we touch base on into tomorrow, I want to touch base in market structure and support and resistance with price. Then we're going to go into the market and start to look at when the market contracts, expands, and go into a trend. And that lesson is very much is very important. That lesson right there will help you to know the different areas to look for the market and how do you get the candles to be like what they are right now on the screen and how to read it. So what we're doing right now is to engage your mind, try to identify channels, an up channel, a long channel, a short channel, a bearish channel, a bullish channel. What does this mean? So when you get that concept, which you just get it a while ago, that's good. Now we're going to move to the next stage of the lesson where you're going to look at, you may want to write this down for tomorrow, we're going to look at market structure, support and resistance, and price. Okay? So that will be tomorrow. We're going to go into that. Sunday, 11 a.m. Right? So I'll send you some more videos as well after class today. And I will send you some more videos regarding what are pips, what are leverages, and how they use in the market and how they affect the market. Price will always be affecting the market, determine what is happening in the market. So price is a component within the market, and you will always see price playing out. But that's it basically for today. And I did want to touch base on price in itself as it relates to either the market is going up or down. So for example, with here, these green candles, bullish, this is price happening in the market that we have more buyers in the market. Over this side here, we have more sellers in the market. And this has to do with all price. We're also looking at right here, the price channel. We did mention what these are and how to identify what's going on right here. And you have to look at price action. Now, price action is basically what is happening with price at a particular time. The action. So that is a lesson to itself altogether. But I will show you how does price action, and that's a lesson to itself, how does it affect the market and how to identify exhaustions in the market. So price is happening right here. and the action of the price. So price is exhausted. Here it comes up. This candle is telling you that the price is exhausted, and now it goes into a different state, which is start to go back down. Exhausted, contracts, goes into a trend. Retest, contracts, goes into a trend. But I'll go through this lesson with you guys of what that language that I just used a while ago, what that means. So don't worry about it. That's going to cover into market structure and support and resistance. All right. So thank you so much for joining in. It's actually 27 minutes now. Normally, I want the lessons them to wrap around 30 minutes tops. For persons who just coming in today, few persons are not here, but just want to acknowledge everybody that is here. Congratulations for you to be here. You have about 4 more days with me before your graduation next week. 4 to 5 days left before your graduation. So I really want you guys to get this as much as you can and ensure that you're on the class of tomorrow. That's going to be powerful stuff. And then next week we can do a recap for the week and see where you catch. And I'll touch on certain areas that I think you need to actually bring you over. And then by that point in time, we should be able to have everybody MT4 up and running. And then we could actually do some more work. As relates to you going into the market now, identify a trade and be able to take a trade. And that point in time, you will be able to find your stop loss, your entry points, and your take profit. So next week is going to be something amazingly powerful for you. Okay, and do remember this class is free. So I'll be going through it with you guys for 2 weeks. So it's important that you join the class and absorb the information as much as possible and ask all the questions that you need to know within the 2 weeks. All right. All right, cool. Any questions? No?
No, none for me.
Who's speaking?
None for me.
Oh, that's Renee. Okay. All right, great stuff. Jahim, do you understand?
Most definitely, it was a good class. It was a great class, and
All right. Did you learn something new today?
yes, man, yeah, man, everything, man.
Very good.
All the notes, yeah. So ready for tomorrow.
Right. So if you want to be good at what you're doing now, you got to just review notes and do your own investigations and your queries. Okay. There's a lot of things about Forex. Susan, did you catch?
I was a bit late, so I missed the first part. What I'll do is as soon as you post the video, I'll go watch it, and then if I have questions, I'll definitely hit you up.
All right, cool. So I ensure that tomorrow I get your lesson. I'm going to write your lesson plans from today. So tomorrow we have a very powerful class tomorrow as well. All right, cool. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful weekend. And this is one good 30 minutes that you spend learning something great. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Please pass on the message to your teammates and ensure that they come to class. All right, guys.
All right, thanks much. You have a good day as well.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. So I'll upload this to the class, to the YouTube channel, and I'll upload it to the Facebook group as well, so you guys can get it to watch again. All right, bye, guys.